Impossible.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of.
The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Dak going to start out going to the air. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Prescott now from the 50. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Man open left side is Brown. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Now a play fake. Brady. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's brought down. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Hey, Alabama.
On 1st down, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Cover! Hey, 66. 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll dump this one off here to White. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brady to throw again. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Brady to throw. He's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Was shot right from 6 yards away. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. Fourth down, Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Prescott. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Maher pulled it left. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Going deep this time for Miller. It's caught at the 10. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Throwing now is Brady. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Again, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That's complete. Bernard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Brady now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Brady will look to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 29, Brady airing this one out for Evans. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Brady now on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Brady now on 1st down.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Here's Brady.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown!
Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin
as they have taken the lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Flushed out right.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 39, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
first down. Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott from the gun.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Prescott.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
46.
Now Dak on the move to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Brady going to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Hey, ball 66.
Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get that out to the flat to right.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Brady to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
suck up for the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here's Dak. He's got Elliott, and they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. Complete, Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Buccaneers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm paying. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. Yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Dak going to start out going to the air.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But there they got.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammate.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Swinging this out for Pollard.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let him go,
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd down, Prescott again.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. 30, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Bird sets up to throw it.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott steps away. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Javon Hargrave. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Buffalo 18. Big Lion. Pat the street, don't check. Hey, check that, street.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Check pass. Street.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
First down, Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw again on second down. Prescott.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. On first down, Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, man, Franco! Hurt!
And the tight end goes in motion left. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Go, Reed, go!
In motion comes the tight end left. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points in the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go back to Pollard on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Pollard going to try the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. we've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Here we go, here we go. At the 60, at the 60.
Throwing is Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. 20. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll run left with Pollard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half. On
1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go back to Pollard on second down. And some room to work. There he goes left side. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Marr now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Maher is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And that's complete to Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Looking for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here.
Hurts will throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And now here's another interception.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one will end in a victory.